Shalom everyone, Parashat Toldot, Tafshin Pevav. Esav is a hunter, a man of the field, and Yaakov is an innocent man dwelling in tents. In a drasha of Rav Soloveitchik, he explains that Rivka tells Yaakov, if you let Esav be the sole scientist, politician, and master of the public domain, there will be no holiness in the public sphere. Rivka tells Yaakov, go now to the flock, meaning go learn how to enter the field, how to struggle for the dew of heaven, but also for the fatness of earth, also for the holiness in Olam Hazeh, in this world. Learn Torah and keep mitzvot, not only in the tent in the Beit Midrash, but also in the field. A book of Torah in one hand and a plow in another, and sometimes even a weapon when we must defend ourselves. If we leave the field to Esav, there will be no holiness there. But if we live in the Beit Midrash and bring Torah and holiness from the Beit Midrash into the field, then we will succeed in sanctifying even the field. Ultimately, Rav Soloveitchik says, Yitzchak comes to agree with Rivka when he says, see, the fragrance of my son is like the fragrance of a field that Hashem has blessed. Even the scent of the field, of the external world where there's all the rush of life, can be a place of a scent of divinity, of divine presence, divine blessing. Rav Soloveitchik both spoke and acted on his beliefs. He was also the Rosh Yeshivat Rabbeinu Yitzchak Elchanan, dedicated to Torah learning in the Beit Midrash, and at the same time he was the leader of the Yeshiva University students who pursued general studies and earned academic degrees in the liberal arts and sciences. He trained rabbis who were well acquainted with the broader world, and also trained Talmidei Chachamim who didn't serve as rabbis, but who remained scholars, deeply rooted in the Beit Midrash, and went on to work in diverse professional fields. His goal was that rabbis would understand the general society, and that those working in the secular world would be Talmidei Chachamim, bringing the Torah from the Beit Midrash into their broader lives. Rav Soloveitchik added that there is a 14th Ani Ma'amin. What does this mean? The Rambam outlined 13 principles of Jewish emunah, of Jewish faith. 13 Ani Ma'amin, ABC, and so on. Rav Soloveitchik says there's a 14th. Here's a brief quote from what he says. I believe, Ani Ma'amin, with complete faith, that this Torah can be fulfilled in any place at any time within every social, economic, and cultural framework. I believe that Torah can be realized in a simple, homogeneous society or in a modern, diverse, and developed one. It can be fulfilled in exile, where it addresses the private life of a Jew, and also in the Jewish state, where the Torah must encompass all parts of public life. Yes, sometimes there are significant gaps between Torah and modern society. And then some people say the only way to live a Torah life is to withdraw from society. Rav Soloveitchik says that reflects a lack of faith in the Torah's ability to thrive in any setting. Some people may agree in principle with what we're saying, but argue that modernity has changed. It has drifted away from what used to be accepted values. They say that perhaps in earlier times it was possible to live with Torah within modern society. But today it's no longer possible, and withdrawal is the only way for Torah to survive. But let's recall again the 14th principle. I believe that this Torah can be fulfilled in any place at any time within every social, economic, and cultural framework. We don't ignore the challenges. We believe that the Torah can teach us how to engage with modern society, what to reject. Yes, there are things we have to reject, and what parts of modernity can actually enrich us. Rav Soloveitchik also said, we don't pretend it's easy. We recognize how hard it is, how difficult it is to live a life of holiness in the modern world. But we still believe the words that were said by the spies, by the Meraglim, Alon Na'aleh, we shall go up and we shall succeed. What do you want to do when you grow up? Do you want to be a person of the field, or an innocent person dwelling in tents only in Beit HaMidrash? Or maybe you will be someone who dwells in the tents of Torah and then brings the Torah with you to bring blessing to the field, to the society as a whole. Shabbat Shalom.